Alright, what's going on? Nothing but a utility video about the hardware attributes of the Elektron Octatrack and what makes it such a good performance sampler. While we've all heard about the processing values of the Octatrack in a live situation or any situation in that matter, there are really some great hardware attributes that make this sampler really valuable in a live situation. And in most regards, the Octatrack is more of a performance sampler than it is a production sampler, which throws people off because they buy the Octatrack with the hopes of making some beats and they always find a hard time with it. But yet you see it everywhere in a live setup. It's just there. And you realize that the people that are using the Octatrack aren't really using it as a sampler. So what's going on? Why is it there? So let's start with the outputs. The Octatrack has 4 outputs at the back, which can be configured different ways. One is your main output. The other is a Q output that you could route to somewhere else like a monitor or any other auxiliary send that you want to use it for. But it can also be configured in a mode called Studio Mode, which allows you to have 4 independent outputs. Now onto the input section. The Octatrack has 4 inputs that could be independent or 2 sets of stereo inputs. Now yes, you could sample through these inputs. You can also send audio through the Octatrack, allowing you to integrate external gear, and it allows you to process these incoming signals with the Octatrack's internal effects. Like, this is crazy in a live situation because you can now use this function to replace a mixer and use the Octatrack as your hub for all incoming signals and then distribute them through your outputs. Pretty cool? Yes. Now, another utility feature is the crossfader. This crossfader is crazy because you can transition from so many things right on the fly, from different effect settings to where you send your signal to how you pan your signal, and it's assignable, it's routable, it's crazy. So hold on now, let's backtrack. Assuming the master output is there because it's there on every sampler, you have Q outputs, 2 sets of stereo ins, and you have a crossfader. Q output, 2 stereo ins, crossfader. Q output, 2 stereo ins, crossfader. Could the Octatrack be used as a DJ mixer? Yes. And because the Octatrack has onboard effects, there's no need to add any from anywhere else. There are so many possibilities as far as routing that you can use the Octatrack for that. In this sense, it being a sampler becomes almost secondary in a live situation. Like, you can do a lot, which is why you see so many people using it in live situations. Oh, and here's another reason why. The Octatrack assumes, just by its design, that it's not going to be the only player in your setup. It assumes that you'll have other equipment and it wants to integrate with that equipment as best as possible. So you as the user are given inputs, outputs, effects, routing capabilities, MIDI to make sure that whatever you're doing in a live situation happens easily. I mean, at this point, the only thing that I can say that would make the Octatrack bomb-proof would be CV outputs or even CV inputs. Like, that would just make it insane. But given that we're talking about a piece of equipment that was created quite a while ago, you know, in the grand scope of technology, the Octatrack is old. And the fact that it's still around and able to provide real solutions and possibilities in a live setup in this day and age speaks to its design as a performance sampler. So this is what makes it such a great utility tool. This is why the Octatrack is the bomb in a live situation. And guess what? Thank you for listening. If you liked and learned something today, subscribe to me here on YouTube and follow me on Facebook. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Peace.